So this little guy is what we're going to be making. So let's go. Well, first of all, I seen these boots and I fell in love with them. And I thought, I want to make a snowman with those. I got them at Walmart. They were $2.48. So let's go ahead and snip that tag off. We don't need that. Okay. I have a pipe. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I have this head that I got at Walmart also for $1.98. And I fell in love with that and thought, yeah, that you know, I had this first actually and then seen those. So my only concern was, why is his face yellow? You know, I don't know about that, but we're gonna use a fleece blanket, okay? Because it kind of matches. So this is just a cheap throw that I got last year, and that's what I'm gonna use because I had it. Okay, and I have been working on this pattern all morning, and I've got hair rollers from the Dollar Tree, and this is gonna be fun, y'all. This is gonna be fun. Okay, let's put this to the side because we don't need that right now. We don't need those right now, and we definitely don't need that right now. First of all, we want our body. Now, I am making patterns as I go, so you'll have to bear with me if you see me making one. But this ain't quite perfect, but it'll work. You know what I'm saying? It'll work. So I'm going to undo my little cheap blanket here. And it's already folded together. And with fleece, it doesn't matter, you know, what you're doing. Which side is which. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to put my snowman body down. And, oh, Lord have mercy. And I'm going to cut this out. This won't take long. You just need 2. So you can use cotton fabrics or whatever fabrics you want to use. You can cut this out with a rotary cutter if that makes you feel fuzzy inside. I don't really want to, just because I'm not that good at it. And where I have been sick, my focus is still kind of off because I'm still taking medicine. So yeah, so I'm just using my scissors, and I'm not using good scissors either. I mean, these are good scissors, don't get me wrong, but I'm not using my Kai or however you pronounce them scissors because I'm afraid this fabric will dull my scissors. So that's why I'm doing this way. Now, on your hands, okay, the easiest way to sew these instead of having to, well, darn it, I lost my pattern. Hold on, I might have threw it on the floor somewhere. Hold on one second. I got it. You can cut it, but if you do, you'll have to cut out around it because this is the size of the hand. Okay? So what I'm going to do, you're going to need 4 of them. So I'm just going to cut out. Probably didn't need that big at all. Better safe than sorry, right? Okay, so I'm going to take and cut this in half. Now, I'm going to take, good Lord, me and my pins. I'm going to take a pin and I'm going to pin right in the middle, okay? Now I'm going to take my hand and I am going to take a pin when I find one. I don't know if my chalk pencil will mark on there. Not a white one for sure. Let me see if my green one will. Yeah, it will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this out. And I'm only drawing the bottom because I need to know where to stop. These don't have to be perfect. So there is one hand. So when I go to the machine, I'm going to stitch right on my drawn line. Okay? And this will give me something to hold on to and make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so on your body, you want to leave this open. So leave this open. So we're going to sew around here, and we are going to leave this open close to the head, okay? Because our arms have to go in up there for our shirt to work. So just mark where you're going to leave it open, okay? You might not need that big of a space, but I don't know. I'm a weirdo. So now we're going to go over here, and we are just going to sew. Don't go there. We're going to sew up this, and you can sew in, pretty good ways, and stop, and then stitch, 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 stop, and then stitch all the way around. And on here, we're just going to follow our line and leave this open, okay? That's all I'm going to do over at the machine. I wanted to show you that I'm using a roller foot. This is just a snap-on foot, and it keeps your fabrics, it has rollers on it, to keep your fabrics together. You can also use a walking foot. You can also use your regular foot. This just helps it, stay together and feed more evenly. I stopped right there. I'm just going to pick it up and go here. Now let me show you what I do on the arms. I'm going to follow that line right in the middle. Going to move my needle to the middle. And then I'm just going to go. See, this just gives you more control over your fabric when you have the bigger piece to hold on to. Just take your scissors and cut around your stitches. Okay? This makes things so much easier. And I hope you back stitched or your little hand's going to come open. I'm going to go ahead and cut out my clothes, well, at least the shirt, and get that out of the way. Now, I want him to have a red shirt. So, I've got this old country fabric here, and this is what I'm going to use. It doesn't matter if it's wrinkled. Yes, it does. I can't stand it. Hold on. So I ironed my fabric just to make me feel better, and I need to cut one on fold. So I folded my fabric. My fold is right here. I'm going to cut one on fold. And then this don't take a lot of fabric. So that's a good thing. I'm going to cut one on fold, and I'm going to flip this one over, and I'm going to cut, because there's no direction. Now, if you have fabric that has direction, you'll probably have to place yours down below, like that right there, but I don't, so it doesn't matter. So this will be my second one, and I'm just going to cut out, around the whole thing. It's not on a fold. Now we have our pieces. This is the front. This will be the back. So what you want to do is you want to place this on this right here. This is what I'm going to do. Now, y'all have to forgive me. I'm making this up as I go. I really am. I'm going to place a pin right here. So I'm going to stitch right here, and I'm going to stop right at that pin, okay? Actually, I'm going to come in some. That way it makes my neck a little smaller. Place the other one, and I'm going to sew along that top edge. Right to my pin. Okay? That don't have to be perfect. I'll try to mark it on the pattern for you. Okay? I'm trying to do better with doing my patterns, but like I said, I make these as I go, so you know, it's kind of, I don't know. I'm weird. There y'all go. Alright, so we're going to sew this right here right now. Now I've done this in, stupid iron. I've done this in white thread so you could see. That's the only stitch I made so far. Okay? I'm going to hem my sleeve because it's easier to hem it this way. So all I'm going to do is take my sleeve and I'm going to iron a little piece in. This is not going to matter. It's just a doll. We're not going to be playing with it. It's just to look at. So I'm going to stitch right along there on both arm sleeves. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. So now we have this. So that's a nice little hem. Now, we're going to sew the rest of the shirt together. So make sure you have right sides together, okay? And you're just going to sew here and down. Don't do anything to the back because we're going to be gluing that. And if you want to glue these, that's fine. You can do that as well. Whatever you choose to do, okay? But I'm just going to go sew this seam right here right now. So here's what we look like now. We don't need to worry about this. We're going to tuck it in our breeches, hopefully. And this right here we'll fix when we go to put it around the snowman. So we're at this point right here. Here's your little shirt. Now, ain't that cute? Oh, I forgot. To get it to turn right, you need to clip your little corner here. I always forget that. Snip your corner. Okay. That stinking thing. Catches me every time. I love that iron. It's the best stinking iron I've ever had in my life. Except that dumb beeping. Okay. So there you go. You have your little shirt. And I don't know what the world that is. Let's get to doing this because I don't know what size pants I'm supposed to have because I don't know what this thing's going to look like yet, okay? So, I'm going to stuff this body, but I'm going to stuff a little bit of stuffing up in here, okay? Now, I'm going to take one of these curlers. They got a wire in there. And I'm going to shove this curler under this fluffing and push my fluffing up. Okay? There's your snowman arms, baby. There's your snowman arms. We'll tuck them in and we'll fix it when we get that to that point, okay? Now, all you got to do is finish stuffing your snowman and be aware fleece, felt stretches, okay? Fleece or felt will stretch. So you want to stuff firmly, but not so firm that you stretching your little guy out. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Now you're going to need a glue gun, okay? You're going to need a glue gun because we're going to put legs on him. This little guy is going to stand up in his boots, okay? It's going to stand up in his boots. Now you just need a little bitty ball for the palm, just to, you know, and we'll stick that over that doodad right there, which will be in his shirt. So you won't see all this, okay? It's gonna be cute. I know it will. It's gonna be high quality, like something you'd see at Hobby Lobby, y'all. I promise. Okay, now I have this thing. I put a little more stuffing in here to give his head something to sit on. Now I'm gonna smoosh this up right here. And I am just gonna put some stitches in to hold this arm in tight, okay? That's all I'm doing. It's just running right round to hold that, you know, to tack that. And then I'm going to tie it off. And I pushed up pretty tight, you know what I'm saying? Y'all look at this. I eat Doritos all the time. And I wash my hands, but I'm a licker. I lick the cheese off both sides before I eat the Dorito. So I've got cheese all over my stinking fingers. And, ugh, that's awful. It's embarrassing when you're a door greeter at church and you go shake people's hand and you got cheesy Dorito fingers, you know, and I don't know. Now make sure you get your arms straight. You don't want that all. You don't want one with a shorter arm. You know what I mean? You know, there ain't no opening. We ain't got to worry about nothing. Now you want to stuff this firmly, okay? Just start stuffing a little firmer. And we're going to put our legs in. Now, our legs got to be more stable. Okay? So what I'm going to do, 3 of them will fit down in that boot. Okay? You can glue them, but it will melt. It will melt the styrofoam. I was going to do 3, but I don't think I can bend 3. I'm not sure. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, so I'm going to take 3. Because this will be tighter. And I'm going to use these. I'm going to use zip ties after I flip them around, right? And I'm going to zip tie these together. Okay? Now this is what's going up in my snowman right here. Alright, now I'm going to bend this down into the shoe, and that'll bend right down in there like that right there. Y'all look at that. Ain't that nifty? So I'm going to put one down here as well, but you don't want to put this on until you bend it, because you see one come up shorter. So I'm just going to zip tie them together so they don't go nowhere. I'm going to do the same thing to 3 more. Okay? Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to take your fingers, you want to make a hollow hole in that stuffing, and you're going to shove this leg up in that stuffing. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to start gluing everywhere. Once I get a new glue stick. Dadgum. Once you get your glue all around in there, squeeze. Squeeze around there and just set that leg in. Okay? You don't want that thing falling out. Like I said, this doesn't matter right here. Now do the same thing for your other little leg. Drill you out a hole. Make sure you got your legs facing the same way and the same height here, okay? Once you get that there, then just start tacking. And it doesn't matter. Just make sure you get them the same height. That's important. Your snowman would be looking funny. And I'm just going to glue all the way around. A lot of glue here. And I don't know if I said it. If I did, I repeat myself sometimes. Just listen again. I'm using this fabric glue, not because I like it, okay? Just because I got to get rid of it. Okay, now if you feel that it needs more stuffing, go ahead and do that, because you don't want it, you know, you don't want it falling over here. Okay, we want a fluffy snowman. I told you that glue would melt them things. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look at that. That glue is hot, y'all. Okay. Now all I'm going to do, now if you want to sew this, sew this. That's up to you. But I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm going to seal my snowman shut. This is what we got so far. It looks kind of funny, doesn't it? I'm going to hand stitch closer to these, okay? Now that I have this, I'm going to make a pants pattern. Y'all don't laugh at how I make my patterns here. So this is about the height that I need, okay? And it might be the width. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is mark down the middle. Oh, I'm not straight. I'm crooked as a dog's hind leg. I can't even follow my crack line, or crease line, whatever. This is my pants. Okay? So, I'm going to go up right here. Oops, not that far. And I'm going to stitch right there and then cut that right there. So, this is my pants. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to need 2 pieces. So, I'm going to just cut out a square. This is how we're going to do this, y'all. Oh, make sure your back is to your front and all that junk. I mean, make sure you're even over here. And I'm just going to cut this square out, okay? So how I know where to go, I'm going to cut up my middle slit here to where I need to go. And I'm going to take my chalk pencil and I'm just going to mark right down this line right here. And I know that that's where I have to stop. So now this is where I have to stop. So I know to stitch, you know, right down this. And then stitch all the way down. Okay, so this is where we are now. Stitched here, here, and then I used my presser foot and I went down this and just used my foot on the side here. And then my needle was right here. Pivoted, sewed this way, pivoted, and then sewed back down using my presser foot on that line. Now, those are paper scissors, y'all. I'm going to cut up this line, but I'm not going to cut the line. And then you're going to have to take your snippers and you're going to have to cut towards the corner and towards the corner. But don't clip no, like that right there. Don't clip no thread, y'all. Let's slip his little legs in here. Thank God you won't see this, right? Oh, yeah. Thank God you won't see it. Okay, yeah. Now, we'll tuck his feet in, and then we'll glue his pants down in his shoes. That's what we're going to do. All right, now, for the shirt, I'm going to put his head on last, y'all, okay? All you're going to do is slip this over his... No, wait. Put this on first. So you're going to take this right here, and you're going to... You know what? I'm not using glue because the glue melted everything. I will down in here put some glue. But the glue, like, totally melts these little doodads. Curlers. So it's holding on. So I'm going to stitch around here. And y'all, this is simple. This is all you got to do. Is just stick your thread through. And then just tighten this up, okay? That's all you got to do. And then when you get it around there, just go through your fleece again. Y'all have got glue on this. Hold on. That steel wool will take the glue off of your needles. It's pretty much off. Now maybe it'll go through. Yeah. Alright. And just tie it real tight. And then make you another knot here so it don't come out. And I'm going to do this for both arms, okay, and get his little hands on. Now, once the hands are on, you want to put the shirt on, okay? Slip it over the hands. Okay, and this is the shirt, minus the string. Okay, and I'm just going to take this shirt, okay? We're not worried about this edge. This is why I made this size, this side bigger. Now, it depends on how fat your snowman is as to how your shirt fits, obviously. So I am just going to take this, and I'm going to take this piece right here. Now, you can hand stitch, okay, if you want to. I am not. I am simply going to tack this with fabric glue, okay? Now I'm just going to use black, and I'm going around his pants. I started from the inside, so you won't know where I started, and I'm just going to draw his pants up around his waist, okay? And I am just putting long stitches in. It really doesn't matter what size stitches, but make sure you tuck his breeches in. Alright, you want to tuck his breeches in so you don't have no raw edge showing, because you will see it. Okay, I did his pants. You want to just make sure you gather it around, and I am going to tack it with glue just so it doesn't move. Okay, I don't want this to move here. And I also tightened it around his legs so I can stuff it in his pants. Now, I'm going to tack this here with glue. Okay, just going to tack it. Ow, 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 ow. That glue's hot, buddy. I mean hot. And then I'm going to tack the front right here. Okay? Now this is the easiest way I know. Like I said, I was doing this as I was going along. If I was out of frame, I'm sorry, I can't see. Now, I'm just going to take glue. I'm going to put it down some lightly so it doesn't smush out, you know, and make a white spot like I think it just did. And I'm going to glue this shut, okay? Now, if you want to hand sew this, hand sew this. I don't like hand sewing at all. So, I'm choosing to be gluing. Make sure you pull your arm and then just do the same thing. And glue it right up on that neck there. Y'all see what I'm doing? Am I out of frame? Oh, Lord have mercy. I glued it right here. If I was out of frame, I do apologize. Y'all say I'm out of frame, but I cannot see. I have to have everything all up in my face because I can't see. Let's pop him in his shoes. How's that sound? All right. Oh my goodness. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I cannot wait. Oh, I can't wait till he's done. Now you can glue him in his shoes, but I'm telling you, he ain't going anywhere. Now, let's pop his head on. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm going to glue all the way around this just because I want this head on real good, okay? That's a lot of glue, I know, but let's just pop that right down on there. And I'm pushing up, see? Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. Now, if you wanted to, you could have put that on the front and put buttons on it to make it look like a button-up shirt. I honestly just now thought about that. You can even sit him down, I think. I don't know. I like mine standing up. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Woo! I love it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I have got this scarf from the Dollar Tree, okay? And they have them every year. And it just matches everything. So, what I was going to do, you can take this and you can take the shirt pattern, okay? And you can cut, this will be the shirt front, but you take the shirt front and use it as the back, okay? And you can make a jacket. And I'm thinking that's what I want to do, but I'm not sure. But it won't hurt me to make one. If not, I can use it on something else. I'll just show you. I'm going to make a jacket. And you ain't got to do anything with these ends because it does itself. It's self whatever. Okay? So I'm just going to cut these two out. One of these, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Now I want to show y'all what I done. This is bigger, okay? I cut it bigger. And then this is way bigger because this is going to be a jacket. I forgot to cut that. It's going to be a big old jacket, okay? So I'm going to sew it the same way I did this. Okay, y'all, so I done it just like I did the shirt, except this is going to go this way. And if you want to, you can stitch around this, but there's no need. It's not going to do anything, okay? So I'm just going to slip it on his arm, and it's going to be big. Now I wanted a big, big jacket, okay? Big, big jacket. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to snip this ugly thread, and I'm going to roll it up because that's the look that I want. I want it big and bulky. Let me slip his other arm in here. Y'all, I'm loving this guy. I am. Sometimes I do things and I wow myself. God has blessed me with my talent. That is for sure. I couldn't do it if it wasn't for him. Okay, now I am going to take the glue and I'm going to tack this down right here. And I'm going to tack this one down to this one so it don't come undone. Y'all, he's so cute. So cute. I'm going to do the same this side. Just tacking. I'll be glad when these glue sticks are gone. I really don't like it. It's good for when you don't need to see stuff though. But still, they're not the greatest. Okay, now you want to make sure you pull all this down, cover up his arm. Now if you want to, you can tack a shirt to his arm so that it's not coming up. And I think I'm going to do that just because I feel better about that. Y'all, that is my dog. If y'all hear that, that is my dog. Now I know the shirt's not going anywhere. Ugh, stupid white glue. I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm just going to take these buttons and I'm just going to glue these buttons on his jacket. I just got 3. That's all I could find that matched in my button stash. I have a button stash with nothing matching. Isn't it wonderful? Okay. Now, I have this fabric, which I absolutely love, and it matches him. So, I'm almost positive I bought this at Walmart, y'all. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So, I am just going to take and cut me a strip. And I don't want this ragged, so I'm going to sew it. So, I'm going to cut me a pretty big strip. I'm just going to follow my line, okay? Well, if I fold it over to make a scarf, about right here. Y'all don't have to measure this. Just whatever size scarf you want on your snowman. Now I'm gonna say it's gonna take about, I don't know how long, how much of this. Oh, that edge would be perfect for a scarf. Oh my, but it's way too long. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in half. Now I'm gonna fold it in half and I'm gonna sew it and make a tube because I want my edges finished, and that's the only way I know how to do it. So I'm gonna figure out how far I want this down on him. And I gotta tie a knot. So I'm gonna go about right here. So I'm gonna fold this in, and I'm gonna fold the other end in, and I'm gonna sew a tube. So I'm just gonna flip it now. I got it sewn, and I sewed my, sewed my edges in there. So I'm gonna flip it, okay? Alrighty. Now, you don't even gotta iron this, it doesn't matter. I'm done with these, I'm getting on my nerves. Stand up, buddy. Now you just wanna tie this around his neck. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm just gonna knot it like that, and then I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna tuck his edge in, dadgum. I might just glue that shut. I can't stand it. Y'all, he's just cute. He got his little fat belly hanging out. Alright, now, I want this pipe in his mouth right here. So, I have got to make a hole. So I'm going to take my pokey tool, and this is styrofoam, and I'm going to waller me out a hole, y'all. That's all I'm going to do. And hopefully this pipe will fit down in that hole. I'm just going to waller it in until I get it. Okay? I'm going to stick a little glue in there and set my pipe back in. Now, how cute. You can move his arms to the front here, and that looks better. Bend him back, bend him where you need him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am in love with him. Look at him, y'all. He is so stinking cute. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Oh my gosh, y'all. Sometimes, I don't know if it's just me or other crafters do it, but I just look at what I created and think, oh my God, I did that? Like, I can't believe I did that? That is so stinking cute. Look at him. I hope y'all liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will catch you next time. You are a blessing. Goodbye.